In 2016, Toyota bought back a used pickup truck with 1 million miles on its original engine and transmission, and its engineers tore it down searching for the secret. There wasn't one. Victor Shepard's Tundra had simply been maintained on schedule every single time for 9 straight years on Louisiana highways. That is the truth behind every half-million-mile car. It is never luck, and today you are getting all of them. The habits that let cars hit 500,000 miles without major repairs. Habit 1. Change oil like it is a religion. Irv Gordon, a schoolteacher from New York, drove his 1966 Volvo past 3 million miles, and when people asked him how, his answer never changed. He followed the manual and changed his oil relentlessly, every 3,000 to 3,500 miles for over 50 years. High-mileage owners treat oil as the cheapest insurance policy in the world because it is. Oil does far more than lubricate, since it also carries heat away from bearings that have no other cooling, and it suspends the soot and microscopic metal that would otherwise grind through the engine like liquid sandpaper. But oil can only do those jobs for so long, because heat and combustion byproducts break it down. And once it breaks down, the wear it was preventing begins. The owners who reach 500,000 miles do not stretch intervals to the marketing numbers on the service sticker. They change oil and the filter together every time, because a fresh fill running through a saturated filter inherits every contaminant the old oil left behind, and they follow the severe service schedule in their own manual, because short trips and stop-and-go traffic count as severe service. And almost everyone's real driving qualifies. An engine that always runs on fresh oil never builds sludge, and an engine that never builds sludge has no reason to die. Habit 2. Service the fluids nobody talks about. Every driver knows about oil, but the cars that reach 500,000 miles get there on the fluids most owners never touch. Transmission fluid breaks down with heat, and a transmission that cooks its fluid for 200,000 miles is living on borrowed time, no matter what the phrase lifetime fluid implies. Because in practice, lifetime means the life of the fluid, and the fluid decides how long that is. High-mileage owners refresh it every 30 to 60,000 miles, and on a neglected gearbox they use gentle drain and fill services rather than pressure flushes, because a flush can dislodge debris into passages that were coping fine before. The same discipline applies to coolant, which slowly turns acidic and corrodes the system from the inside long before anything overheats, and to brake fluid, which absorbs moisture year after year until the water in the lines rusts the very components the fluid exists to protect. High-mileage owners drain and refill on schedules measured in tens of thousands of miles, not in ownership lifetimes, and they do it while everything still works perfectly. That is the entire point. A fluid change costs a fraction of the component it protects, but only if it happens before the damage, because no fluid on Earth can unwear a gearbox. Habit 3. Fix small problems the same week they appear. Cars almost never die from one catastrophic failure. They die from a small problem that was ignored long enough to become 3 problems, and then a cascade. A weeping valve cover gasket drips oil onto an engine mount until the rubber softens. The softened mount lets the engine rock, and the rocking engine strains hoses and wiring that were never designed to move. A slow coolant leak becomes a low coolant level. The low level becomes an overheat on one hot afternoon, and the overheat becomes a warped cylinder head on an engine that was healthy a month earlier. The owners who reach 500,000 miles treat every new noise and every fresh drip as an appointment rather than an observation. The same owners walk around the car once a month, checking tire pressures and glancing underneath for fresh spots on the ground, then lifting the hood to read the fluid levels. A 5-minute ritual that costs nothing and catches most failures while they are still cheap. They fix the $50 problem in week 1 instead of the $2,000 problem in month 6. And over decades, that single habit quietly deletes almost every major repair a car would otherwise suffer. Habit 4. They are gentle for the first 10 minutes. A cold engine is an engine at its most vulnerable, because the oil is thick and slow to circulate, and the metal has not yet expanded into its designed operating shape. The owners of high-mileage cars do not idle in the driveway for 10 minutes, because extended idling washes fuel past the rings and dilutes the oil. But they do not demand full power in the first mile either. Warming up under light driving heats the engine faster and more evenly than idling ever could, and it spares the drivetrain the hardest wear it can experience, which is full load through cold, tight, poorly lubricated parts. The same sympathy applies at the end of a drive. Because turbocharged engines appreciate a minute of easy running before shutdown, so the turbo can cool while oil still flows through it instead of baking whatever remains in the bearing. Most engine wear happens at the temperature extremes, so the owners who win the mileage game simply refuse to fight the engine while it is weak. Habit 5. Feed the car miles that heal. Not all miles age a car equally. A 20-minute highway run brings everything to full temperature, evaporates the moisture and fuel out of the oil, and gives the alternator time to fully recharge the battery. Because the engine never fully warms and the moisture never leaves, so every cold cycle deposits acid and condensation that eat the car quietly from within, while the exhaust system rusts from the inside out on trapped water vapor it never got hot enough to burn off. The battery pays the price of short trips too, because 5 minutes of driving never replaces the charge that starting consumed, and a battery that lives half-drained dies years early while forcing the alternator to work overtime for the rest of its life. This is why a taxi with 400,000 highway-heavy miles often runs sweeter than a suburban car with 90,000 short ones. High-mileage owners cannot avoid short trips entirely, but they stack errands into single longer runs, and they make sure the car regularly gets a proper drive that reaches full operating temperature and stays there. The odometer counts every mile the same. The engine does not. Habit 6. Drive like the car has to last. Fleet operators have known this for decades because they can measure it. The same model, in the same city, lasts dramatically longer under a smooth driver than an aggressive one, and the difference is not luck. Taxi companies and delivery fleets retire the vehicles of their harshest drivers years earlier than the rest of the fleet, with brake and suspension bills to match, and nothing about the cars themselves is different. Every hard launch sends a shock load through the entire driveline, and every late panic stop cooks the brake rotors while slamming the car's weight onto the front suspension, where that repeats thousands of times a year and accumulates in bushings and joints until looseness spreads to everything they touch. The 500,000-mile owner reads the road far ahead and lifts off early instead of braking late, and he comes to a complete stop before shifting between drive and reverse, because a rolling direction change forces the transmission to absorb the momentum of the whole car. Habit 7. Protect the body as seriously as the engine. Plenty of engines outlive the cars wrapped around them because rust does not care how healthy the drivetrain is. Corrosion starts underneath, inside seams and cavities nobody ever looks at, and by the time it bubbles through visible paint, the structure beneath has been dissolving for years. Owners in snow states who reach huge mileages wash the undercarriage through winter to rinse road salt out of the frame and wheel wells, and they treat stone chips the week they appear, before moisture works under the paint and begins spreading beneath it. Many go further with oil or wax-based cavity treatments that coat the hidden metal from the inside, and they keep the body's drain holes clear so water escapes instead of pooling in the doors and sills. The habit matters because a car is only worth repairing while the body is worth keeping. A rusted subframe or a rotten rocker panel is the one failure no maintenance schedule can reverse, and it retires more high-mileage cars than engines and transmissions combined. Habit 8. They keep records and keep the same hands on the car. Owners who reach 500,000 miles keep a log of every service and every part with its date and mileage, which means nothing gets skipped because nobody remembered, and no shop sells them work that was already done. A mechanic who has followed the same car for years hears a new noise the day it appears, and he catches the small problems from Habit 3 before the owner ever notices them because he knows what the car sounded like last month. They are equally consistent about parts, staying with original equipment quality components instead of whatever is cheapest on the shelf, because a bargain part that fails early takes its labor cost with it twice. Cars die from skipped maintenance far more often than they die from age, and a written record is the one tool that makes skipping impossible. None of these habits requires a garage full of tools or a mechanic in the family. Your car is built to go further than you think, and the habits decide whether it gets the chance. If this video earned a spot in your maintenance routine, hit like and subscribe, and drop your current mileage in the comments along with the habit you are fixing first.